Hi guys, welcome back to Angel Love Tarot. It's been a month. I think I haven't done a video, but I do have a new setup, so I hope you guys can see and I hope you guys like it. I'm going to be going through almost like half my decks today. I feel like there's a lot of messages. This is for Divine Feminine, actually. This is going to be a Divine Feminine reading. Just to like tune into like that energy, divine feminine energy, because right now I feel like a little off center, a little off balance. I've been trying to rest and meditate and try to get more balance and more center and release stress and things like that. So I have not been really tuning in with my higher self, inner self. So let's see what messages we have today. I have some new decks to share with you guys. I have the Sacred Rebel Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild. And that's where we're going to start, okay? And then I'm going to move fairly quickly through, but not too rushed. So I hope you guys have some time to like settle in. You might want to watch this in like different parts or something, but here we go. I'm just going to like clear my energy and like zen for a second here. Holy Spirit, Archangel Ariel, please send through clear messages for the collective Divine Feminine for today, early March. Not sure what day it is. Early March, first week of March. And what messages does Divine Feminine need to hear direct from Spirit? Direct from Spirit. Please send through clear messages. All right, so let's start here. This is a beautiful deck. I love this deck. Ugh, the imagery is just fantastic. So, what card we got? Okay. The word wants to be written. The word wants to be written. I hope you guys can see the imagery. It's so pretty. And I just see, these beautiful butterflies and this circle going round and round, and I just feel like right now, and you can see like even her eyes, there might be some tears that have dried. They don't look like fresh tears, they look like tears that have dried through strength and wisdom, and just like the cloak over her head. It feels like Divine Feminine's been spending time with Spirit, trying to release, like the butterflies are flying straight from your crown, your third eye chakra rather. And it's just this beautiful violet. It's a lot of mental healing. It's a lot of releasing. And I feel like, just trying to get clear-headed, trying to zone out and push out the noise that is happening around, and pushing out other people's problems and trying to solve all of the world's problems or other people's problems or your own problems, and getting like bogged down in the details of how this is gonna fix itself. Am I going the right way? When is there going to be a real healing and a real release? Because I do feel like there's a stubborn energy here that Divine Feminine wants to move forward in a big way, wants to move into a new universe, into a new existence of being, a new way of being, everything new environment. Like, I don't feel like Divine Feminine is ungrateful for what she has or where she is. I think it's the opposite. I think she's very grateful for where she is and what she has. And she's just like, she feels like she's done this before. She's learned what all she could from where she's at, this experience, and she's just clearing out any residual, blockages or like stubborn energies to be able to embrace something new that she's never seen before or experienced before. And I feel a really deep sense of like your self-worth, and your self-worth has really grown. The word wants to be written. So, your self-worth has really grown a lot, and your inner self wants to move into a new place, a new way of being, like transform, like a butterfly transforms from a caterpillar. And I feel like, you know, not only have you transformed yourself, but you've actually stuck around long enough to like help other people on their journey and help other people who, you know, need that push, who are more afraid. And you are a leader. People look up to you. People are inspired by you, by your being who you are. You inspire people without, they don't even tell you that they admire you, that you inspire them, because you're so humble in this like white pure cloak. It's like, you know, you do things because you follow your own inner calling. You follow your own inner calling, and spirit really wants to reward you. Like, so be very open to receiving rewards, because, you know, you deserve it. Like, there's nothing else to say. You deserve it. So that was a good opening word. The word wants to be written. And then we have the Divine Feminine Oracle book by Megan Waterson. So this is a very unique deck. Very unique. Something I've never come across before. And look at what we have here. Lakshmi. If somebody else knows how to say that. Lakshmi. Lakshmi. I like that. The goddess of abundance. And that's what I just said. Like, spirit is going to be greatly rewarding you. Okay? The goddess of abundance. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inner job. So this is speaking directly to Divine Feminine's self-esteem. So like, your self-esteem has risen and you see your self-worth more and more, and you believe it in a real way. Like, you believe you deserve goodness, and that there's nothing wrong with having nice things and living in a nice neighborhood and being happy and being with somebody who genuinely cares about you, and you're not like a checklist as a part of their life. You have your own goals and your own path, you know. You're not here to play a background character in somebody else's show. Like, you're the main character in your own show, you know. And here she has like, both of her hands are full. She's holding some sort of like flower, it looks like, and this looks like some piece of, you know, jewelry or something like that. And her headpiece, it's like, you know, just being showered with abundance and gifts and glory is what I'm hearing. Glory, for the glory, like for the glory of God. Like, you do everything you do because you know that you are a divine being, and you can't hold the idea I'm a divine being and then behave in a lesser than way. You know, of course you're going to make mistakes, but your center, like I was saying, I've been feeling off center. Your center is always going to point north. Like, it's always going to remind you and tug on your spirit until you get back into, you know, where you're supposed to be and like who you really are. So the goddess of abundance, I choose to feel abundance. Wealth is an inside job. So how you feel on the inside will show on the outside. But I do want to read a little bit from what the Oracle book has to say about this card, because I'm just learning some of these cards and their meanings. This is an all new deck. And some of the things that are in here are just like really beautiful, that you just don't want to miss. So hopefully, but they're not in alphabetical order. So, all right. Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance. Who is she? Lakshmi personifies the splendor and affluence that arrives when we align our energy, action with what the soul desires most for us. Reverence for Hindu goddess Lakshmi dates back to the first millennium. She is known as the goddess of wealth, fortune, and prosperity. Her name is derived from the Sanskrit roots laks and laksa, meaning to know, understand, or to have a goal. She is the wife of the Hindu god Vishnu and has many festivals that are celebrated in her honor. In the ancient Indic epic, the Ramayana, Lakshmi is said to have miraculously sprung from the foam of an ocean of milk churned by the gods. Lakshmi is often pictured in her iconography holding the lotus. This is symbolic of the fact that great beauty arises from the dark riches of the earth under any circumstances. All that's needed is the auspicious or divine timing for the lotus to come into bloom. Her essence, then, is about understanding the goal in life to realize the abundance of the soul. When your soul selects her card, abundance looks different to each of us. Some people have incalculable material wealth, but are bereft of a sense of purpose or a great vision for their life, and so are left feeling lost, while others are considered poor in financial wealth, but walk around radiating love and the kind of light that has an inestimable worth. Lakshmi is the auspiciousness that begins to bloom in our life when we align our every action with the work our soul has come here to do. Lakshmi reminds us of the ultimate goal, which is not making money, but being able to know our true bliss. What makes us feel lit up like a glow stick while we're doing it? What work doesn't feel like work at all? Lakshmi is a wink to find that vocation, that bliss, so that what is within us comes into full bloom through something we can do and show the world. Lakshmi represents both the gold we can hold in our hands and the gold we can become by doing work that feeds our soul. She's the reminder that true abundance doesn't come from our bank statement. It comes from a state of mind we enter when we know we are contributing great worth to the world and the effort of becoming more love. And when do I feel most abundant? And the intention here is that I choose to feel abundant, and wealth is an inside job. I want to say amen at the end of that, because that really felt like it was a whole sermon or something. Like, amen to that. And I'm going to pat myself on the back too, because basically everything I said prior to reading is everything that was in the book. And I've never gone through all these cards before. I've never gone through this card either. So that's just confirmation for me, I'm like, it's okay to toot your own horn sometimes. Like, that's just confirmation for me that I really am on the money here. And like, I really am connecting to what I love to do, because this is what I love to do. And so I hope that you guys are finding out what it is that you love to do and feel confident in what you do, and don't feel like you have to belittle yourself or hide your glow or anything like that. That you deserve it. You deserve it on the inside and the outside, and show it, We're all beautiful, divine beings. There's no need for us to be shy about our abundance, basically. Okay, so let's move on. I'm just going right through all these cards. So now I'm going to use the Find Your Light Inspiration deck, Sarah Bourier. I don't know if I said that right. Sometimes you just gotta go for it, you guys. You don't know if you're saying it right or not, but just go for it anyways. Who knows? Okay, I feel desired. Wow. Okay, there's a lot of messages in this oracle deck. Wow. Spirit, I'm not gonna be here all day finding my light. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay. All right, so let's see what we have here. Just gonna check the lighting is good. I hope it's good, you guys. And I'm not missing anything here. Okay. Could be a little bit closer to me, I suppose. How's that? Yeah, okay. That's good. All right, so let's see. The first one that jumped out at me is I will worship. So that's right there. That's just like being grateful, being totally grateful. Like being absolutely grateful for everything that you have, like no matter what it is, how big, how small. But again, I'm feeling this message of abundance. If you could see, her dress is like super long and beautiful, this beautiful green. And for a lot of you, I feel like, you're going to be can't even say it. You're going to be getting a financial blessing here. That's what I'm feeling through spirit and from this card. And it's something that you deserve. You definitely deserve. And it's something like, to shine your light. Look at her wings and the light coming from behind her. It's like, use your gifts to just totally shine your light. And that might be where your abundance is coming from using your gifts. And look at her hands are open. Like, open yourself, open your hands to receive. And, take it. Take it. Don't be so polite and say, no, I'll wait. I'll let you have the last one, or I let her have the last one, or I let him have the last one. Like, the time to be polite is over, Divine Feminine, okay? Like, it's time to take what is given to you that you deserve for yourself. Treat yourself with wonderful abundance, okay? And look at this beautiful gift that just popped right out at me when I said take. And it's just like, I'm cherished. So I feel like, there's something here, someone here, something that is for you. Like, take it. If it's being given to you by spirit and you deserve it and it's what you want and it makes you happy, take it. It could very well be a partner, a partnership, a love ship, a friendship. Sometimes your best friends, like, sometimes spirit gives you people that are like, you're just in love with that person from the day one. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a best friend, but it's like, you guys just totally click, And spirit is telling me, to tell you to like, to take that. And I'm being drawn to this watch here. It looks like a watch. Anyways, if you guys can see it, I don't know. But it's like, divine timing is here. And for a lot of you who are on the twin flame journey, like, I feel like this has to do with divine masculine's timing too, because he's the one who's holding this like pocket watch or whatever. And the rose reminds me of, like, if you guys watch The Bachelor, the rose ceremony. I know, it's so corny. But seriously, it's like, you are the rose in somebody's life. They're your rose. You guys choose each other and it's like mutual and it's beautiful. And, you guys can both go anywhere you want to go, because you can see they both have wings here, right? You guys are both capable of being independent. You're both capable of going anywhere you want, accomplishing whatever you want. But it's like, wow, when you kind of turn around and look at each other, you're like, well, I just want to go wherever you're going. And then he's like, well, I just want to go wherever you're going. And she's like, but I just want to go wherever you're going. So it's like, you guys are going to go wherever you guys are going, but you're going to go together. Oh my God, I'm getting so giddy. Like, the spirit is funny. I feel desired. So that's the next one. I feel desired. And I'm getting a sense of self-love here because, she's in the picture by herself. But it's just like, you're looking good. Like, I swear somebody's been working out. You can see her abs are just showing there. So you're definitely looking good. But more than what you look like on the outside, like, you feel good. You finally feel good about yourself. You're not going to change who you are for anybody. And, you just really don't care about what other people think should happen in your life. You're just like, I'm going to be happy whether I'm with somebody or not with somebody or whatever else is happening on the outside of my life. Like, I'm always going to be happy with like who I am, because you reach the level of like self-love that cannot be taken away from you, because nobody gave it to you. You gave it to yourself. So kudos to you. Seriously, kudos to you. I just keep checking to make sure where I am on the camera. Okay. I feel open. Again, like, a lot of these are single cards. There's only one card here that has a partner in it. So I do feel like, Divine Feminine, you've been spending a lot of time by yourself, and a good way, in like a very positive way. You possibly been, reading a lot, catching up on your reading, things that you enjoy, your own hobbies, especially if you're an animal lover. You've probably been spending a lot of time with, your pets, or even watching like cute pet videos online and just laughing about it and just indulging in play. you've been just indulging in play and having fun and not so worried about like stresses of life and how to pay for this and what is so and so doing. Like you're just got your back turned to the business of the world and you're in your own little world. But you're happy. I do feel strong happiness in this reading, which I wasn't sure what I was going to come into because I haven't been catching up on what is happening lately for the collective. Okay, so I will hope. I will hope. And like, it's interesting that this card came out. I will hope because in my living room, I have these 3 like mirrors on my wall. One says love, one says faith, and one says hope. And, you know, I've been staring at them and I've been thinking, you know, where am I at right now? Like, am I at love? Am I at hope? Am I at faith? You know, I really felt like, you know, I already went through my love stage where I was like, you know what? I'm a lover. That's what I do. So whether I have a partner or not is not going to really affect like the love that I share, because I can share my love in more than a romantic way. So anyways, long story short, I really felt like I'm at the hope stage. So it's wonderful that this card came out and it feels like a confirmation. Like, you know, like I will hope for something. Like I will hope for the future, hope for the next generation, hope for my children. I don't have any, but for some of you who are, you know, watching this, you might have children. And you're just hoping for a better, not a better day. It's not like anything is bad right now. It's almost like you're living your hope. Like you're living it now. Like you've hoped for this day for a long time, and now this day that you hoped for is here. Does that make sense? Because we only think of hope when we are lacking in something. I hope I get this. I hope this happens. But then when it happens, it's like, well, then where's the hope if it already happened? If that makes sense and doesn't hurt your brain. So that's what I'm saying. And it's interesting that the hope card kind of fell on the I am cherished card. Because, you know, it's like maybe you hoped for this love to happen when you were, you know, more immature in your divine journey. And now Spirit is saying, you know, that hope is actually here, you know. And I feel balanced because, like I said at the beginning, I felt so off balance. But, you know, I took some action and I did some things to like help bring myself closer into balance. And I feel balanced. I hope that you guys are also, you know, really feeling balanced by your power. Like she looks very powerful. She looks very like she knows what is going on in her life. She has everything in place. She kind of reminds me of the Empress in this card, where she's tended to everything that needs tending to, you know, and that keeps her at peace. She doesn't have these things that are like weighing on her when she goes to bed at night. She sleeps peacefully, you know, and I feel like, you know, she uses this fan not because she's hot, but she uses that to like sway the bugs away, you know, like get things away from her that don't need to be around her right now. That's how you get them away, you know. So yeah, that's how I feel. I think that's beautiful. Just beautiful. Like I feel like you're really in love with yourself and you're reflecting on when you were a little girl and your like beliefs that you had that were so like innocent, and maybe people told you like you need to grow up and don't believe in true love and all that fairy tale stuff, and like who cares what other people think? Other people are super miserable. And it's like you've always felt like you held on to this hope of like what you deserve, you know, and you've never let it go. And it's coming for you. What you deserve is here now. Okay? All right, I'm going to leave these cards out because they're just so beautiful the way that they are. I'm going to move on to the Starseed Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. Got that memorized. She's really great. She does amazing stuff. I love her her oracle decks and the artwork by Danielle Noel. Her artwork is beyond amazing. Absolutely stunning. Out of this world. Like if you believe in extraterrestrials, like I swear her artwork has to come from like another universe, because it's just beautiful. That was probably really loud. I didn't realize. Okay, so Spirit, please send, messages for Divine Feminine that she needs to hear, that comes through. Okay, so we already have a couple right there. Star ancestors. So I'm already feeling a sense of, your ancestors watching over you and guiding you through this whole process and being like just very proud of you for, constantly passing all your tests, like constantly passing, like seriously, like literally. It's powerful. Okay, star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, and looking a little deeper. Okay. Okay. So for some of you who are like really into spiritual stuff and things like that, you might have spiritual gifts. I feel like, your spiritual gifts are going to be even heightened more. Your spiritual gifts are going to be heightened more. Your ancestors are trying to connect with you on like a deeper level and probably actually teach you and show you some new things on a new spiritual level. So it's not going to be like transmuting. I feel like in the past we spent a lot of time like transmuting, negative energy into positive energy. Like in the previous deck that she has, the Work Your Light, it's over there, but the Work Your Light, it has a picture of like a tunnel, and you're coming out of the tunnel. You're coming out of the darkness into the light. And I feel like that was what we did for the last few years or so for Divine Feminines who are on this timeline. It's like we spent a lot of time transmuting the past, like getting through, your early childhood wounds and your early like relationships that left a lot of dark baggage and, affirmed those abandonment issues and stuff like that. So it's been a lot about like getting through that and working through that and seeing your own triggers and realizing that none of it was your fault and how you don't deserve to be treated that way. But now it's like this beautiful like burst into the future that's like, oh my God, you're going to be able to experience the beauty in life now that you don't have that darkness and that baggage telling you you're not good enough the whole time, because now you realize like you are good enough and you are right where you need to be, and none of this was your fault. And if anything, you were chosen at this time in your bloodline to stop the violence, stop the past from repeating itself. So it's like it's really a powerful place to be in history, not just in your lifetime, but like literally in history right now. For you, specifically, as an individual, I'm talking to you if you're listening and watching this video, So anyways, long story short, I feel like, Spirit is going to be talking to you a lot more about how to enter into this new stage of life, this positive stage, this beautiful stage, this abundant stage, this like is going to blow your mind stage, like stuff that people don't even believe in. Like you got to have faith to get through this part of life. Like otherwise people just go right back to where they started and then they just do it again and again. But once you just like you're so over it and you've just seen it 1,000 times, you know exactly how it's going to end, and you're just like actually giving yourself the love you deserve, that's when Spirit can open a new door for you, which is right here. See? Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, and inspired ideas. So yeah, that's like now Spirit can actually show you things that you deserve because now you will receive them. Whereas before, you would be like, no, not my turn yet. Nope, not my turn yet. Nope, you go first. Nope, you go first. It's like, if you're waiting in line and you let everybody go before you, you're going to be in the back of the line because people are never going to say, hey, no, you go. You're like, unless you're driving in Canada. And it's like, you go, no, you go, no, you go, no, you go. But maybe that's what the future is going to be more like. Instead of people just going in front of you constantly, people are going to be urging you and pushing you forward and saying, no, you go. No, I insist. Let me pay. No, I insist. Come with us on vacation. No, I insist. Like, that's the energy that I'm getting from this. It's like, I insist. But you gotta you gotta move forward. Like, you can't look back. Like, you gotta say yes. I mean, you always have your free will, but I'm just saying the way that this new process works is like, you gotta be open to seeing yourself in a new position that you deserve, you know? And you can't hold yourself back because you want to feel like you still fit in, excuse me, with like maybe the people you grew up with or your comfort zone, something like that. You know, let yourself be uncomfortable in a new, abundant way, not in a like making yourself smaller to fit in with, you know, where you came from or people that you knew from before. Like, just go through the uncomfortable phase that it might feel like to have more and just deal with it. Yeah, people are going to be jealous of you, but they're already jealous of you either way. You know, some people are not going to like you, but they're not going to like you either way. So it's just like, all that is going to happen either way. So you might as well take the gift that Spirit has given you and let people hate who are going to hate, because they're going to hate either way. Okay, Spirit, what messages do we have here? What messages do we have? Okay, so I got this card the other day. You know, I feel like that is a clear sign of an ending. I think it's an ending of a relationship or a commitment. So in the past, there was an ending of a relationship or a commitment. Look, you know, the Three of Swords in reverse. So I would say yes, this is a relationship or commitment that ended. Okay. The Hanged Man. I feel like, you know, you guys didn't see eye to eye for some reason. Like, it was just a lesson along the way. This person was put on your path to show you something. Okay. With the Ten of Cups in reverse. It's like, I feel like, you know, not to show you like your happiness. Like, that person was not your wish fulfillment. They were not your end of the road, like your divine counterpart or anything, but they did show you what you know, they got you closer to what you want and what you don't want, type of thing. Like, they were there to be a lesson, but not a harsh lesson, not overly painful. And then the Emperor in reverse, you know, I feel like with the Emperor is all about, you know, responsibility, really. So I feel like, you know, this person was not being like responsible, or was not being capable or able of being responsible for you, or you being responsible for them even. Okay. The Devil. Okay, so I'm hearing karmic. I feel like this person was a karmic relationship, but not in the way you think, like bad, but just like I said, just that person was there just to teach you a lesson, to get you closer to what you deserve, to even open your eyes to real, true love. And, you know, just seeing yourself in a different way. Like, that's what I think this person did for you. They showed you that, like, you can be somebody new. The Hermit. The Hermit. I feel like, you know, yeah, okay. I don't know. I feel like this person was sent on mission. They were sent on a mission to help you. To be open to affection and to be able to express your affection towards that person, and that person expressed affection towards you as well. You know, that person could have been an older person, or a younger person, but could have had dark hair too, maybe. Okay. And then the Knight of Wands. I'm hearing like easy come, easy go in a way. So maybe this person came in quick, but then it also ended kind of quick. Maybe. Okay, the Ace of Swords in reverse. It's like, you know, there was something here that was not being honest. There was a lack of something about honesty. Somebody wasn't being honest in this connection. Not in a bad way, but in a way that's like, it just needed to happen. It was only for the time that it was for. And it couldn't even be only 6 months. I'm seeing 6 for some reason. It could have been a very short time. And then, yeah. See, now, look, the 6 came out. I literally just said 6 when I was shuffling. And then the 6 of Swords came out, you guys. I can't make this up. So then, yeah, the 6 of Swords is about, you know, moving towards calmer waters. Like, learning your lessons and, like, swiftly moving forward. Yeah, there's like a total lack of energy in that connection. I feel like there's a lack of energy from that person that you're with, the karmic partner. And like I said, karmic, not bad, but karmic, like, you know, they were here and put in your way to teach you something. And, you know, did you learn your lesson or did you not learn your lesson? Because it's like, for some of you, you know, you might be going back to old things, old ways of being, old, you know, running back into the old kind of thing. And for some of you, you might be like moving on, moving forward, looking forward to some things and just taking your lessons and moving and going on, you know. And Spirit is saying, like, I'm not going to make choices for you. Of course, you have to make the best choices for yourself. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do an outcome. Spirit's like, okay, do an outcome. So I'm gonna use this Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck. I'm gonna do an outcome for those of you who think you might be going back to somebody or going back to old ways or something. I'm gonna pull a card, and then for those of you who are going to be moving forward, I'm gonna pull a card too. So, Spirit. All right. Spirit is saying 3 cards. All right. Okay. So that's not that good. 1. Yeah. 2. Yeah. Okay. Exactly what I thought. Oh my God. 3. Okay. So for those of you who, like, you know, you want to run back to somebody from your past or something like that, we have the 10 of Swords in reverse, the 5 of Swords, and the 4 of Cups. So the outcome is not in your favor, I would say. Because the 10 of Swords in reverse is like, you know, this is like waking up the dead, I guess you could say. Like, it's already been done and over with. Like, why you're going to, you know, try and dig it out of the grave. And, you know, the 4 of Cups is just like, it's been so long. I feel like it's been so long since whatever past connection you had that it's just dead. Like, it's just over. Okay. And then the 5 of Swords, which is, you know, this is a self-defeating card. This can also be seen as a narcissistic card. This is like a lot of head games and a lot of just like deception and negativity. So I would not suggest going back to the past if you're thinking about reconnecting with an ex or something. It just doesn't seem like it's going to be very favorable. Now, for those of you who are sure that you want to move forward, Spirit, what is the outcome? Most likely outcome. Okay, we have the Emperor in the upright, which is a beautiful divine counterpart, somebody who is very mature and responsible and capable of taking care of another person. So yeah, okay, the 8 of Wands. I'm hearing a lot of passion. So there's a lot of passion coming through in the future for those of you who are moving forward. You know, there might even be somebody who has their eye on you and they really like you already. They're already like invested, I would say, but maybe you don't know because her back is turned. So it could be somebody already watching you that you don't know they're watching you, but not in a creepy way, just in like they admire you. Okay, and then we have the High Priestess in reverse. And the energy that I'm getting from the High Priestess in reverse, for those of you who are moving forward, it's like, I feel like your potential will be nurtured. That's why it's in reverse. I look at reversals as potential energy. So the high priestess is like a very sacred, you know, very sacred feminine. And the fact that she's coming up next with the emperor, you know, I feel like your future, for those of you who move forward, it's like this person could help you to unravel that potential. And this new person is not intimidated by your potential, which is completely unknown. Like, your potential is unknown to you. Your potential is also unknown to this other person, but yet your potential is high. We know it's high. We just don't know where it ends, kind of thing. So it's just like, I think if you're watching this, you know, you should consider moving on and just seriously don't look back. Because I wish I could tell you that, yeah, your ex is going to come back and they're going to love you and da da da. I don't think so. I mean, don't live your life by the tarot or anything like that. You make your own choices, what is good for your own life. But I'm reading the cards here for the collective that is watching this. And your future has so much more potential than your past, okay? All right. That being said, I think I'm going to end here with some messages from the angels. So what are the messages that the angels want you to hear? Now that we've gotten a good idea of where Divine Feminine is at. Holy Spirit, Archangel Ariel, please send us messages for the collective Divine Feminine this day, what she needs to hear. There we go. I'm going to take this one too. Joy. Yeah. So we have joy. Joy springs from a sense of connection to the divine and is a quality which illuminates you. Your angel guidance is to cultivate this quality by seeking the divine in every situation. Look beyond the surface and seek the light in the heart of each person. Then you will become aware of the wonder of creation and joy will ignite in your life. Delight in everything, for joy is a key to enlightenment. Enjoy life. Affirmation. I find joy in everything. So that's pretty. Be joyful in beauty. This is the last message. The outer world is a reflection of your inner, so focus on the beauty within yourself. Your good qualities, your kindness, your gifts and talents. Remember that whatever you give attention to increases and grows. Everyone has some beauty in their soul, so seek it in others. Remind them of their qualities and you will illuminate them. Surround yourself with things and people with a beautiful vibration, for we are all influenced by that which is around us. As you tune more and more into the incredible wonder of yourself, others, and the planet, your resonance becomes that of beauty. Others will perceive the radiance of your soul and be touched by it. Affirmation, I recognize my beauty in that of others. Wow. So that's beautiful, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I definitely recommend going through this again. There were so many messages here. I'm feeling super positive and happy. And I can't wait for you guys to join me again soon. All right. See ya. Bye.